Welcome back to Cape Critiquers, everybody. Today we are talking about Daredevil Born Again, Season 2, Episode 5, Grand Design.
So, how did we feel about this one?
I actually kind of liked it. I'm not going to say I didn't not like it. It was sort of all over the place, but it actually made sense to me. And I liked the duality of it.
Oh, I loved it. It was great, guys.
This is one
amazing.
of my favorite episodes of
really
Daredevil
good.
Born Again ever.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like maybe the second best, in my opinion. Second to like the last one.
I'm kind of like up in the air of which one I like better.
I'm going to jump in and say that the acting in this one, between season 1 and 2 so far, in this one was the best. Foggy was one of the best actors in it.
Yeah. And he really wasn't from the
And
original show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What did you think?
I think it was 48 minutes or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I think it was 48 minutes of it just sucked the life out of me.
Yeah, you didn't
Really?
you didn't like it at all.
I didn't.
And you liked it.
It was all right.
I liked it.
For the season so far, I think the overall story
Yeah.
is meh. They could have did a lot better.
I
would've
still agree with that.
They would have did better if they would have just focused on the anti-vigilante.
Yeah.
Make the whole season about them going or
Yep.
stopping or whatever, beating up the anti-vigilante.
Yeah.
Adding all this other gun trafficking and all this other crap is bull.
Yeah.
But this episode was useless
Yeah.
for me.
Well, see, to me, it's like one of those episodes like you have every once in a while that sort of just puts a lot of information into it. That
I saw people say like this episode was like almost filler, but I like completely disagree.
I say it's one of those filler ones, but it had information in it.
I disagree.
And I think that it's setting us up for something. I mean, there's obviously going to be a big change in Fisk. And I think we're going to see him become Fisk of old. And he's going to go off the rails.
And I still won't give them fucking credit. Excuse the language. I know
Yeah.
I'm cursing, but it pisses me off. 6 episodes in.
No, it was,
6
I do
episodes
hate
into
this.
an 8 episode
And we still haven't seen Jessica Jones.
series.
Yep.
And now you're going to give us the Fisk that we thought we were going to get from episode 1.
Yeah,
You
and
know.
that's why now everybody's going to have to come in and help because Fisk is going to go off the rails.
It's crazy that like you said the whole vigilante thing. It's crazy that like Jessica Jones had like more just like random superheroes in it than like this.
Yeah.
Like just
Exactly,
like a random fucking wizard appearance in Jessica Jones.
I mean, like, She-Hulk had more random superheroes in it.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm going to 100% say that the Watcher was definitely meant to happen. You look at that. That's
last episode.
I know it's last
Sure.
episode. So the Watcher was definitely supposed to happen and all kinds of weird stuff. I think that Vanessa's death is going to be something bigger than we really think. And it's going to be one of those things that changes something for the show, maybe the MCU.
Yeah.
I think it's something bigger than we can even think of right now.
So, like, honestly, like, the only thing I can kind of hope is, like, if Fisk is out as mayor, I kind of would hope that he, like, gets promoted somehow into, like, Washington. Or
Wow,
just, like,
okay.
some bigger thing. Because, like, what is bigger that's going to happen if he's, like, not able to, like, really push laws against superheroes, you know?
See, and I think he's going to go the other way. I think he's going to become obsessed. Wasn't there a story with Fisk trying to, like, bring his wife back to life? And that
yeah,
goes
Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
That's right, the Collider, right?
Yeah.
I think this is the Fisk we're going to start seeing.
I mean, I don't know if he's going to make a multiversal collider.
Yeah.
but-
I think it's going to be, he's
don't
going to
think
start
so.
going
I
to
think
look for things like that
Just remember,
to bring
though,
her back.
the Hand brought back Elektra.
That's
It's
a good point.
100%.
I've
Yeah.
also like been seeing people just like how many other worlds do you want to collide, like that whole conversation between Vanessa. I don't think it'll happen because like there's kind of just been a lot of pushback on like the multiverse saga.
I mean, we saw a different side of Vanessa in this episode than it was portrayed in the first
Yeah.
stuff. She was more of aggressive in what she wanted. The painting, what's that? Rabbit in the snowstorm or
Snowstorm,
something?
yeah.
Whatever it's called. She was pushing to sell that, but if you look at it, she was trying to like almost lure somebody in with that.
Mm-hmm.
Was she looking for that type of person that in
well, I
the
think there's an-
painting of the reading that she had on it? The type of empty soul or whatever she said it was.
I think
she
it's
was looking for somebody
Interesting
like
that like her relationship with Fisk developed like from that. You know what I mean? Like,
Or is that what she was looking for? She was describing the painting to the curator, something about a person with an empty soul or something like that,
Yeah.
you know? And it, almost like she was trying to find that person.
yeah.
powerful, whatever she was she was describing.
And I was also thinking about like last episode when she has the meeting with the governor, and it's like she's like, you could have done all of this without Wilson. It's like, no, she was a fucking art dealer. What are you talking about? Like before she met him, she was an art dealer, and then they just decided that she was like the female kingpin while he was gone.
But also in the first 3 seasons of the original show, she sort of like was really getting into what he was doing, and she even made some decisions on who got killed or didn't get killed. So she was sort of doing it back then.
Yeah,
she became real strong when he was away.
See,
I'm confused though about like the whole island plot, because like when did they do that?
See, but those are other things that are making me think.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. See, making me we never saw that stuff. They sort of alluded that it was way back when. To us, it would be the first 3 seasons.
He was in prison.
Yep.
In season 2 and kind of season 3.
At the end of season 3,
he
goes to prison.
Yeah.
You know,
and then he just after that,
and then he
into
gets
the snap,
does
he's
the
like
Echo
released.
shit.
Yeah.
And he's doing the Hawkeye shit. It's like, at what point?
And then he was
are
shot at some point, so he had to be laid up for a while.
Yeah. Well, not even that, but just like he was doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
So like, at what point are they going to this island? The Fiskstein Island.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Or wherever they were. It was on a beach somewhere.
With the volcano.
That's right. I forgot about the volcano too.
I mean, that's kind of just besides the point.
Yeah.
That's
but
like
the other thing is that just she was dreaming also a lot too. So it could have been a dream of hers. Was
what
it
they wanted to do? You mean
what they wanted to do? Maybe
Yeah,
what they
'cause she
spoke
did talk
of.
about that.
Yeah.
I think it is a thing that happened though. Like I think they definitely went to an island at some point. So
that
It was
seems
hard to tell
own.
with all kinds of those weird focus shots, out of focus shots, partial bright lights. It was hard to tell what was maybe in her mind, what was really happening. Even when she was talking and came back and the sun was going down, it was very bright in the room. I think I even turned to Jack and I said, is this real? Is it not? And then we decided, okay, it was real. Then it came back and it was dark out. And she's still drinking the pineapple
Took her,
juice.
like,
So I
5
assumed
hours to
that
drink
the
that.
sun was going down, but it seemed like hours later.
My problem with that is like, why isn't there just like a doctor fucking constantly monitoring her? At that point. But it's been, like,
she's
hours.
awake. Why wouldn't people be like, okay, you out? We have to.
And the nurse knows, so she would have notified somebody.
If this is, I mean, this is jumping around for sure. But do you remember in the original Netflix show when she got poisoned by Leland?
we spoke about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny that you guys did. Do we think that she ends up dying because she's allergic to the pineapple juice? Like it makes her have an episode, or like?
Well, that's actually a good point
That's
because
actually
she
a good
did.
question,
He
yeah.
did say to her, "You
Makes
get
your
a
lips
litchy,
tingle.
Yeah.
whatever."
Was
But like, I'm
that-
sure she's dealing with the other thing.
Was that
too.
pineapple thing like ever mentioned before, by the way?
Don't know.
I don't think it ever was.
Because I was kind of like I would have rathered that have been like an earlier reference.
Yeah,
to something you know?
that happened earlier somewhere, but no, it just happened in that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Like I was even thinking it would have been cool if she like mentioned Wesley or something. Like
Yeah.
tell Wesley to get the car ready or some shit.
Yeah, so I mean, it was just kind of weird. Even she kept alluding to things like "you're not yourself, you're not yourself," almost like it wasn't like she was really in reality.
Yeah. Like
You
when
know?
she wakes up.
Yeah, when she wakes up, she's like, "You're not yourself. What's going like she's trying to wake herself out of a dream or something."
I mean, it was definitely odd when she was like, "Why did you scare that girl?" Because
Yeah,
it seemed like she like didn't recognize Fisk, or like she was stuck at a time like after they had like first met. Almost is how I took it.
She also seemed a little frightened by the fact that he did that to her.
Yeah.
Which makes me curious if, like, just a theory, if that maybe threw her back to when she first saw him do that and she got afraid.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
And
yeah.
then maybe that's why she was like, I really don't want to be around this anymore.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why she ordered the pineapple
yeah.
or asked for a pineapple juice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you're going with that. Yeah,
Maybe she wanted to.
Good point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she like right when that I guess Russian that he ended up killing like
Yeah.
came into the restaurant. That's when she first got scared of him. I guess.
Yeah.
But, that's a good point.
Yeah. Like I do think that she was maybe, because then she even goes to ask again. Almost, it seems like she's looping. Like, tell me the story of how we met.
How we
Yeah,
met,
yeah.
So it seems like she's just kind of stuck there. Or at least she was for that period of time.
One thing I was thinking about is like if it's not like an allergic reaction or something, and like she was just like still in a unstable condition, like the doctor like kept just like kind of repeating shit.
Yeah.
Did anybody else know? Like he said like we're gonna do anything I can. He said that twice in like one conversation.
There's one really weird shot too, where like she's in the operating room and like she points.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was weird.
I had no idea what that was supposed
Yeah,
to
that was
signify.
Just
strange.
like during surgery.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess just to show that she's still alive or
Yes,
something.
yeah. You had mentioned like some of just like the cinematography and stuff, and I just wanted to say that like I wish that they would have just shot everything kind of like this episode, because they're definitely like at points homaging the Netflix show, and I think it just looks good. But like outside of that, I think majority of this episode is just shot better than pretty much anything so far. It's at least stylized, and just like doesn't have that overly sanitized look to it. And I just think the writing was really great in this episode all around. Like it's the closest that they've gotten, I said to Jack, to like the same type of tension where in like season 1 he has that fight with the guy in the alleyway, and then the guy kills himself on the spike.
Yeah.
Like to be able to kind of like write around like an object like that is like the type of writing I feel like we've really been missing in all of Born Again.
Yeah.
And it is to like a lesser extent in this episode, but I do think it's like still pretty good. Just like writing the episode around like this grand design idea, and like how this memory of Foggy ends up playing into like Matt's decision at the end of the episode. I just think it was really well written, and
now you go back to that guy who hit himself on the spike. We basically had that same thing happening here, where the guy resigned. Okay, I'm going to go out and I'll be dead, and they're going to come and find me, and I'll just wait for them to come get me. Then Foggy intervenes and changes that whole scenario for that guy's life. So that guy didn't have to basically put his head on a spike. He's gone. He's out.
I thought it was kind of weird that like he knew the whole situation, like of if he went to prison he would have gotten killed, but like he didn't like think to escape himself. Like he just, I guess, wanted to die either way.
I just think he knew whatever happened. Why be going through all this bull crap? I'm just going to die anyway. So I just might as well wait for the public defender. I'll have a few more hours out here. A few more days, whatever, because they're just going to come up with the same decision. I'm going in, I'm going to get killed.
I guess, yeah.
So they found the loophole and got him out.
Probably some of the best like lawyery writing too in a long time.
Yeah.
It is a little bit weird that like I guess they won on like a technicality.
Well, they just had the case thrown out essentially.
Yeah. But like, I don't know, just kind of lucky that that's how it happened.
Yeah. With that though, and I don't think this episode is perfect, but it's definitely the closest for me that it got to, like the vibe of the Netflix show.
You'd be surprised how many court cases are thrown out on stupid technicalities.
I guess,
like that.
but still,
details matter.
The wig didn't look too great.
No. He also looks huge.
Yeah.
Like big, like just bulky compared to how he did in the original.
Yeah.
Especially when he's drinking the beer in the office. He looks fucking giant in that shirt. Like, I think that Charlie Cox is 100% on the roids at this point. Like, that guy, he is fucking turbo shredded.
I didn't really like that, like, Daniel was, like, on the phone with news people. Like, I get that he's, like, the whatever of communications,
guy,
but, like, if you're not going to say anything, just don't fucking answer. No.
Yeah.
Do you think BB's the one that leaked the news?
I do.
I'd have to.
I mean, like, it seems extremely obvious.
Yeah.
Where, like, either they just want you to think of, like, why hasn't he taken her out yet? Or, like, it's something else. It's, like, some other big twist or something.
Well,
like,
I feel
maybe
like
it could be Buck.
Are building him up in this episode to, like, eventually do that.
Yeah. Speaking of building
I
up,
thought that was her in the trunk.
I did for half a second, too. I would have much preferred if it was. No, I'm not saying because like I hate the character. I just think it's like a holy shit moment, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like we have kind of been building to it for quite some time, but
I don't know. I have like a weird bit of doubt in my mind that I don't think she's. It went out so fucking quickly. He just spoke to her, and within a minute, boom, it's on the news.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's too.
I feel like it could be Buck.
I think it might be Buck.
Trying to get the kid in trouble, or just because
I guess maybe
Buck is up to something. You think Buck's a double agent?
Well, like I think Buck kind of respects Daniel, so maybe it's just like, oh, I kind of need control over you.
What's his name in the comics? Bullet?
I don't know. I didn't know he was a character in the comics.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah.
Okay. Also, I'll have to say that like the trailers kind of ruined that whole like 10-minute build up to me.
100%.
Because I knew that they were gonna look into the back of a trunk.
Oh yeah.
I do have to say, Gandolfini played that part pretty well, and probably some of his best acting in the whole
where
series.
Like Buck like puts the shit in the back or whatever. And like his chin is just like rumbling. It's very interesting.
It's so funny that they're doing the fucking Sopranos thing though.
Yeah, that's what Jack says to me. You think he watched Sopranos before doing this? Because it's like straight out
not
of
even before doing this. I just like wonder at all.
It's the Silvio drive with Adriana.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
100%.
And they even,
that's exactly what I thought of.
They kind of have like another The Heat moment in this episode as well.
Yeah.
I think it's done significantly better in this episode, and we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it is just the Sopranos thing, you know?
Yeah.
I was just wondering, just like generally, just because like I don't know, it might be like a sore topic for him.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Well, I mean, he played his fucking dad.
True.
Yeah.
Actually, I forgot about that.
He was there when his dad died.
Was he?
Yeah, they were together in Italy.
Yeah. I also just like feel like this New York City just feels like very small. It's like still just like Hell's Kitchen and fucking like Brooklyn, Red Hook.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we even said last episode, like, why ever would Fisk, the mayor of New York, have the fight at a local boxing gym in Hell's Kitchen?
Yeah. It's like not even, it's like literally just to fuck with Matt, maybe.
Maybe.
But like, I don't know, it's just like, we never see like why he picks it specifically. It's just like implied, I guess.
Yeah, but if they put those little details in, then this would make more sense to us. There's nothing, that's what I mean. This whole thing just doesn't have any continuity, cohesion, anything to hold a lot of these stories together. And again, I have to agree with Nick. This whole stupidity with these arms and bringing in Mr. Charles, and who's very inconsistently in the show. And to me, it doesn't mean anything. It's just they throw him in when they need it, and it doesn't mean anything. This whole arms storyline doesn't mean a damn thing to me.
Well,
they should have focused on the whole thing with this task force and roughing people up and hiding that, and that's the story.
Well, they could have made it something where like they just didn't. There's no consequence for if these fucking arms get through or not.
No,
that's all that we needed. We just needed like
hell. I would have been better off if drugs were being run and it was really Fisk running it, and people were starting to figure out how come they're not busting these drug people, but they're busting these other people for no reason.
So, like, a few things on that, like, it would almost like make more sense if it was drugs, because like it's like the CIA is like moving guns through this like New York port.
Exactly.
So, like,
Exactly.
what does it even really matter if the CIA is doing this? Like, they'll just be able to like push that under the rug easily.
And where did the guns come from that they're in this port now and they're going to be moved out?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
at a
loss with the whole story.
I did like though that like that storyline had like zero any like thing in this episode about it.
Nothing.
Speaking of another zero in this episode, or the last, fucking Muse is just like nowhere to be seen.
Yeah. No. I like they just forgot that they were even doing that.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we haven't even seen her or anything since episode 2 or 3.
2, yeah.
3.
2
or 3, yeah, something like that.
Well, you guys have a lot of interesting points.
I mean, I think I'm closer. Like, I don't really like it. Honestly. Like, I still think it's just like there's TV where you do so much in an episode. Like, this could have been like one fucking subplot in like an actual episode. Like, it kind of is with like Kingpin and season
I
1,
really
3 or
truly
something.
feel that this whole episode could have been 15 minutes of a real episode, because I didn't need to see Daredevil carry Bullseye around for 30 minutes. I really didn't need to.
Well, they both find God.
We were wondering, is she going to be brain damaged or is she going to die? Oh, look, maybe she is brain damaged. Oh, no, look, she's going to die. Fisk was acting like a big crybaby.
They have just like ruined his character.
I don't understand. There was a lot that I loved. I loved, like you said, when she was talking about the painting to the person that owned the place. I honestly, truly felt that she absolutely loved this painting. And she felt that if anyone, the person that comes in to buy this is going to be the perfect person for her.
That was my thoughts.
It's not a yin and yang thing where they balance each other. She's exactly like Fisk.
Yeah.
They are cut from the same.
100%.
They didn't even show that at the end, though.
No.
He is sitting in the car. I was really hoping that he would be in the art gallery, and while he was loving this picture, maybe she was going to grab his hand because, like, she found true love, whatever.
Well, I mean,
at the same time, when she was laying in the hospital bed and touched his hand, you know, that would have been like, oh, you know.
I feel like they didn't, though, because then it's like you would have to go into like archival footage almost of the Netflix series.
I think they could have done it.
It was 45 minutes. They gave us nothing. I was actually hoping that he was going to drag Bullseye's ass to Rosario Dawson.
He mentioned it.
Yeah,
he did.
He
knew he had somebody that could fix him.
I really like the line from Bullseye where he's like, nurses.
Can I read out the entire thing? I have it.
That's good.
My favorite part of the episode is Bullseye's monologue in the church to Matt. So this is Bullseye to Matt, just his monologue conversation about life and everything, I guess. Nurses, doctors, lawyers, vigilantes, assassins, killing people, saving people, act like it makes a difference. None of it matters at all. It's not about them, it's about you, about me, just people. And brother, we are who we are.
Mm-hmm.
We're all doing the same thing here, acting something out, scratching some kind of itch. But the worst part is when you think you got it beat. I outran it, then you turn a corner, bam. There it is staring you right in the face, only it's worse this time. And you know it was always going to be there. I mean, the best writing that Born Again has ever shown me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm kind of teetering now on seeing why some people said that, like, some of these episodes, or not even the episodes, like, because that, I don't believe it's the episodes, but, like, I see a little bit now why people are saying, like, a different Daredevil that kind of supersedes the Netflix show in a way. Because, like, that scene is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, it is just written to a T.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like, and we've been saying it, like, between Wilson Bethel and, like, whoever is writing all of these episodes, just, like, they understand Bullseye, clearly. I just thought it was fucking great.
But, I mean, even the church scene, even him walking through the tunnel with him, that dialogue there was beautiful, where he's explaining to him, look, when you threw me off that building, it was a 4-foot drop. I should have been fucking dead.
Yeah.
That's when the balance was shifted.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be perfectly balanced because I'm about to die.
Yeah.
And Daredevil just refuses to believe in that. I love that.
Yeah, I agree.
Great writing for this episode.
Yeah, just like completely turned a corner too, as far as like the writing there for me. The idea that like Bullseye understands everything that he's done is like almost irredeemable in a way, but like the only way that he could ever be redeemed in his like sick version of Christianity, I guess, is by killing the person that made him kill and then dying.
Yeah.
And it's like
that balances the scale.
and it's almost like he is accepting of like everything that he's done. Not even that he thinks that it's like necessarily bad, like or that he like didn't enjoy doing it, but like he understands that it's bad and that like he should pay some kind of eternal punishment or something for that.
Yeah.
There's two good conversations in the middle of a useless episode again.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, like I said, I'm sure people loved it. You guys brought up some really good points. I had high expectations again. Like I said, the flashback with Foggy actually made me not like Foggy.
Really?
Only because he was so wimpish. So I wasn't even looking at him like, oh man, what a good guy. I just kept saying, he's actually like giving his lunch money to the bully. You know, not that I'm saying I could see what they would do. I could see Foggy saying, look, yeah, he's an asshole, maybe belongs in prison, but we're his attorneys and that's not what we're supposed to be doing. But he had a hard life. His dad,
he did grow up. He did grow up at the kid, even though the kid sort of bullied him as younger. He was best friends with his brother.
I don't know. I don't know a lot of people that were bullied when they were younger that would meet that person as an adult and say, "Oh, let me see if I can help this guy."
I liked the fact that storyline was intercut with Matt and Bullseye stuff, because then Matt makes the choice to leave Bullseye behind, but then it's when Foggy starts talking about like mercy that
he back.
Matt is just like, this is not what Foggy would have wanted.
But I expect that of Daredevil. I don't see Daredevil as the murderer and the guy that I don't give a shit. I can't help you. You're done. I expect him to always be the guy that's going to throw his body in front of a bullet, even for the most evil guy in the world. But again, like I said, there was so much that I just didn't feel there was a reason for, where they could have just actually given us a better story going forward. So, I mean, next episode, we're expecting Fisk to be a madman again.
I'm going to say it's going to have to happen.
Which I hope really does happen.
2 episodes left?
Yeah.
3.
We're
on 5.
7, 8.
Oh, we're on 5.
6, 7,
Right.
8,
but again, this was the Fisk that they could have given us in episode 2. You know, there's no reason we have to wait to episode 6. It's just me, I guess, but
I mean, I definitely see
these
what
slow
you're saying.
starts kill me too.
I think my problem with like the flashback is that like, so like I understand that like Foggy like pities this guy and like he understands that like he never had a friend and all that. I think it's a good story, but like I also think it's a little bit weird that like Matt's like eternal fucking I can't kill anybody, like his that was like formed like what 7 months before he met Karen, and just like the whole Kingpin fights, and it's just weird to me. That's when it started.
I think he always had it in him because he's always been brought up Catholic and the whole bit. I don't think. I just think
it's like
it sort of solidified
without
in him.
Foggy. like at that specific like case where they're paralegals, like I don't know, he just would have been a completely different person from that one case.
It's possible.
No, though, because like after it happens, like he's tracked down Foggy, and then he kind of just is like, what, like fuck it, let's just go drink and we'll toast to something else.
But I'm just saying, like, he would have made a completely different decision without, like, he wanted that guy to go to jail and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
I guess.
And he's right in a way. There's consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes no matter how you feel or what, there still has to be consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, he did have all those drugs.
Yeah.
It's not like he was set up. The
Yeah.
guy wasn't a great guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we
And-
talk about how
And he worked for Fisk,
They-
so he knew what was going to happen.
Apparently, everyone's working for Fisk,
yeah.
even at that time.
Well, actually, before I even send my stupid little joke comment out, I guess it's kind of interesting that they retroactively canonize the fact that all of the like murders that were like made to look like suicides from that company in season 1 is just Buck's doing.
Yeah,
All of
that's what it sounds like.
I mean, that was the first one.
Oh, yeah. I
You
was
know?
thinking, like, yeah, never mind.
yeah.
And then Wesley literally passes the torch to him.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just thinking before that or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it was like a paper company or something, like a security company. I don't remember.
I mean, yeah, it is just like, because this like is like a very deep conversation about like fucking like where does like evil come from, I guess, and like where does like it's like, is he a victim of circumstance, or like would he have always been that, or like
What?
the criminal in this episode,
yeah.
like whose fault is it really?
And I like, again, the storyline to me is, the storytelling sucks. I didn't need, even at the very end with Buck and Soprano guy,
Yeah.
going through that whole, we're driving upstate? Oh, stop here. And the guy comes out with a shovel and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a saw,
Yeah.
and the kid's still sitting in the car.
Shitting
and I'm
himself.
like,
and he almost drove away.
but
He changed his
at
mind.
the end of that, I
Yeah.
agree 100%. If that was BB in the trunk,
Yeah.
that would have been a wow.
Yeah,
wow.
exactly.
You know,
'Cause, like then it would have subverted expectations, because like, oh, you don't get this punch of him dying, you get this fucking worse thing happening.
Right,
it's like,
exactly.
you don't even get the thing of like, oh, we have to see Gandolfini make this decision of like, is he going to do something to BB? It's already done for him.
Right.
And
Yeah.
And
are
now he's
you-
going to help
You're
chop
stuck
her
in the
up.
Yeah.
game type
Right.
thing.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just the same thing now, but it's just like more, significantly more underwhelming because it's the fucking doc, like the guy from the boat.
Yeah, who
You know?
cares?
Do we know it's this Greek guy?
I think it is.
Yeah,
I
should
think
be.
it is, but I'm not 100%.
Can't be
'cause
anybody else.
You're right. Like we didn't like it cut away.
we never
right?
saw him
Yeah.
get shot, and I don't know.
That,
It could just be
I
like
don't know.
a weird like,
Mm-hmm.
like they don't want you to know until you know. I guess you know.
Even if it would have ended with Buck actually killing Gandolfini, it still would have been like, oh man.
Yeah.
now
I
this
I
is
feel like
gonna
they haven't
get
even like
nasty.
earned that though, you know?
I also don't think BB's gonna die like ever, just because like I don't think
I
they'll
have
kill
that feeling
two
too. I don't
Eurex.
think
She's
he'll die.
immortal.
Yeah, she's gonna be here forever. But like I don't think they'll kill two Eurex,
Yeah.
just because I don't know, such like a comic character that like is still alive. I think, but you know.
Yeah.
So the storytelling sucked.
Yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed this episode. I
Good, I'm glad.
think it was like a little slow at points, and there were like a few things like where Matt says to Bullseye like, when I pushed you off that roof that night, like I lost sight of that, my no kill rule. I lost sight of that. Like that was a little like too on the nose.
Yeah.
I think.
But I think he.
Well, I
even,
do
I
like
think he even said it then, though. Too.
that they acknowledge that like he should have died, and like
Yeah.
that the
yeah,
intention
no,
was to
I
kill him,
agree. Yeah,
you know?
I do like
'Cause
that.
was
Bullseye
like
was like, I should have
kind of like the
died.
cop out in season 1.
My thing with that is like, does he have the skeleton?
I think so. Yeah, that was like I feel like he
spine.
should.
Because like,
and,
why?
But he also
should-
fell like on his
Yeah.
stomach. So
like his face.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
it was
Well, he
weird.
threw him off the roof when he heard Foggy's heart stop.
yeah,
Yes.
Right?
And
So
then he
that-
just like dropped him or pushed him or whatever. it
Oh,
was.
he was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Bullseye. He does the same thing in this episode where he like pats Matt's face and then
Yeah.
laughs in his face,
Yeah.
and then just threw him off.
But
yeah,
again,
there's a lot of funny, just like Bullseye is like really fucking weird in this episode too. Just the way he's talking.
yeah.
Well, he's
But I
also
liked
he's
it.
bleeding out.
Well, I think it's also
also
because
so.
we see a lot of him.
you mentioned it before too. How did Daredevil get Bullseye from?
Yeah, I was wondering, how did he get him from the church tunnels back to the hideout?
I don't know.
with the
With literally the whole area
Yeah.
swamped in the agents. And
Well, he
they're-
wasn't. I don't think it was church tunnels. He was in something else because he was like in some restaurant.
Yeah, it
or
was some like
something.
Yeah,
kitchen.
some kitchen.
Yeah,
But
but you know,
even
and they're
with-
like, "No, we got you." Like they were all for these guys. They,
yeah,
you know?
I thought that was funny.
From
Yeah.
the way they made it seem with
No, actually, because he's right. It is the church.
it's the church.
Because they go to the church from the kitchen place,
right. So it had to lead them.
and then from the church they go to the Punisher hideout. because remember
he's on the
Powell's like, yeah, the rules have changed, and then like,
oh, that's right, because he's
the
in
church.
the that's right. They're in the church. He's on the ground bleeding, and then Powell finds the blood.
fuck. Is that what he said?
Yeah, his like
Ugh.
it was worse this episode. I feel like just his like
It was
fucking
less
voice.
monotone.
His accent. Oh, you're talking about
Powell.
Powell's
Powell's
voice.
Yeah, no, it was a little out there. Yeah,
I hated the way he walked.
Yeah.
He's got that. He walks like this.
yeah.
with
Well,
his
he's
neck
also he's
bouncing back
bleeding
and
out
forth
too.
like he's. I don't
That's
know.
right. But then we saw him carrying.
Oh, Bullseye.
That
Bullseye.
whole sequence, though, again, with the way what they made it seem like the amount of times that he had left was not a lot. Where he's like, "Oh, I got to make a decision. I'm sorry, I got to leave you." Which I'm like, "Oh shit, he really has no more time.
Mhm.
He has time to go back and grab him."
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I didn't hate it so much just because like I can let that go because I like how like the Foggy thing like pushes his decision, and like that's more what I'm focused on there.
That's fine. But again, how the fuck did he bring him
Something
back?
about that scene is I think in the trailer shot they showed Matt like reaching his hand out. They
Yeah.
showed that shot, and in it it's red combining with blue.
Mm-hmm.
But in the one that they showed, it was kind of just all red. So I think they changed something there, which I don't know. Like it's fine. I guess I would have preferred like the red and blue combining thing, just to be like, if you're gonna do the colors thing, you might as well do the colors thing.
Yeah.
What do we think like Karen's reaction is gonna be?
I already kind of saw it. I think it's funny that like we'll help you. It's like
Yeah, that line kind of sucked.
Mhm.
It's like joking it off, I guess.
Yeah.
Joking it off.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I can't see her just accepting. Let's
Yeah.
help Bullseye.
Yeah.
Especially like with how she's been talking. Like,
she's
Yeah.
fucking kill him.
I would expect her to walk out onto both of them.
Mhm.
Like,
Yep.
what? Screw you guys.
you
You
both
want
are
to play like
crazy.
this?
Yeah, she's
You
not
know.
into polyamory.
Or I'm gonna find my friend Punisher and have him take care of it the
Yeah,
proper
maybe.
way.
yeah.
Maybe
A
I'll
lot
go
of,
look
a lot
for
of
Frank.
scenes in this where it looks like Matt and Bullseye are just gonna fuck.
Oh boy.
It's like really close to each
Yeah.
other. Like,
Oh boy.
Also, Matt's in defeat.
yeah. That, I was gonna say,
Fucking
like, were we gonna talk
Kingpin
about when-
Bitcoin.
yeah, Kingpin fucking talking about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That took me out of the episode
Mm,
completely for
that
a
was
minute. I
weird.
was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I think we should diversify.
I was like, what the fuck? Like I had like,
But like, I guess it's like, what else can you fucking like use that like
Art,
most people would know,
Mm.
where it's like a good decision.
have you ever heard of Bitcoin? I was like, what the fuck? And then you sent me the fucking thing where it's like, what was it?
It's just like him
Kingpin,
AI
if
to
you
have like a
never met
Bitcoin shirt.
Vanessa,
Yeah.
and it just like has like a whole Bitcoin suit. So funny. Fucking Kingpin coin.
I'm so pissed.
Like that shit is just so fucking ridiculous. And then just Matt being like, I like feet.
I mean, I'm not in defeat.
Yeah,
You're not weird.
yeah. I thought that was kind of funny though.
Yeah.
It was like good bantery writing. I just think there was like another funny Bullseye Matt thing where it was like they're talking about like the scales and like God and everything, and then like it's like in this episode when Bullseye like pats him on the face like, now you're getting it, bud, or, like something like that. It's funny.
Is that
Yeah,
all?
I don't know. I thought this episode was good,
Dialogue wise, I loved it.
and like the highlight of this episode for me is the Bullseye monologue in the church,
Mm-hmm.
and like that moment for me. I'm not gonna say the whole episode, but that moment for me is reaching and like borderline surpassing like Netflix show stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I also like just the parallel storytelling in this particular one. It just the way one story helped with a decision in others, and it happened in all the stories pretty much.
I just want to know, knowing Fisk and what's going on,
Mhm.
why would you even think that you would be safe in the church?
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, like,
Mhm.
it's the way we feel is they can't do it.
yeah.
Mhm.
But knowing Fisk and what's been going on, why would you
They're
just
not-
really feel
Well,
like...
it is funny
they're not
because
gonna
Matt's like,
give a
"We'll be
shit."
safe here," and then like that's kind of like what starts Bullseye's monologue. He's like, "What even is
Yeah.
safe?"
Yeah.
And then that one, the priest or whatever the guy is,
Yeah, answers
Mhm.
the door.
and then
Yeah.
he's just like, "Yeah, you guys will always have like
Yeah.
whatever they call it here, but they
Mhm.
know you're here."
And it's a little bit weird, like
Sure, yeah.
that like we're kind of finally only now seeing this like pro vigilante shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I guess
Mhm.
the actual people of the city
Yeah.
like are pro vigilante.
Mhm.
Yeah. Also, I loved being back in the church, and I think like
Yeah.
the cinematography in there was great.
I do wish it was still shot like the old shit. Like,
I agree.
th-
Like
and
the
they,
fact
like,
that they could
to
do
show
it.
that they can do it is just
Yeah.
so funny.
I saw a funny tweet where it's like Charlie Cox says they can never film an episode of Daredevil like the old show again. And it was like, we lost the technology. we used
Joking
we used
is-
up the remaining resources that we had for this
I
episode.
guess.
Oh, well, this is a joke, right?
Yeah, it's a joke,
Not.
yeah.
I don't think
He
you
didn't
even said
actually
that.
say that. It's just funny.
Yeah. Well, that's just like a meme because like people fucking talk about like, oh, you can't make the fucking first iPhone anymore.
Yeah. We asked people how to do it, and they said they don't know the technology. They don't have the skills anymore.
All right. So favorite scenes? I guess just that line.
I've said
Yeah.
mine, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to agree. The church scene for me, or the tunnel scene.
Yeah.
Church scene.
Yeah, I actually liked the entire thing with Daredevil and Bullseye. I just liked.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah,
you know.
and I'd also
Yeah.
extend it a bit to just the flashback stuff with Foggy and Matt. I thought was pretty great.
But it started out the yin and yang, and then it turned out like, you know what? We both want to sort of have the
through
same
conversation, like they're literally balancing the
they
scales.
balanced each other out exactly. 100%.
I saw like another meme where it's like quoting the next two Avengers movies are gonna have like the biggest crossovers ever, and it's just like a picture of fucking Wesley and Buck meeting.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I sent Jack a picture. It was like Wesley meeting Buck, and it was from Better Call Saul when Kim Wexler runs into Jesse outside of the store.
Oh my God.
Same type of vibe.
Yeah.
I still say that Bullseye can become one of the Dark Avengers.
I think so too. And like what I like,
and if they don't, it's a disjustice to the MCU.
Yeah, agreed.
I don't know. I feel like it might end with him being good. Like it's weird.
I don't know. Yeah, but
because like he's not that character.
I say no because like I feel like despite all these conversations, like he is owning up to, I guess, the fact that like he still is who he is. Like he's Bullseye. He's like this bad guy, you know, and like just doing this deed will like balance the scales of like karma in a way. It's like it doesn't make him a good person. It just fixes his karma.
Yeah. Regardless, I do think
good guys.
This episode completely solidified that like it's just completely different character from the comics.
Oh yeah. But at the same time, like I do feel like they have like this fundamental understanding of him from the comic.
Oh yeah,
maybe. I don't know.
If they push more into like the he's still bad stuff, I'll kind of double down on that. But I see your point.
I think my least favorite scene is just kind of just the Bitcoin thing. I don't know.
It's
just
like
kind of
a couple silly things that took me out of it for sure. Have you heard of Bitcoin? It's like a fucking meme.
That's definitely gonna be like used in like scam ads.
Yeah. I like randomly thought of like when I saw that scene was the fucking like weed Batman meme where it's like, Grandma, I need to sell your television. I'm sure you guys have no fucking clue what I'm talking about.
I think
That's funny.
Ratings on this episode?
6.5.
6.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
Nice.
I was gonna go with a 7.
Nice.
3. And I'm not just being nasty. It's not giving. They're working below the level that they're capable of, and I just feel it.
I think it's also like really rehashing shit from the first 3 seasons because like it's kind of just like when Vanessa initially like got poisoned plus Punisher Daredevil scene.
I just think we got to an episode like this way too far into the season.
That's what I said to Jack is like, so why couldn't every episode kind of be like this?
Yeah.
Every episode should be a little bit of a story that leads into the bigger
I
story.
think we wasted too much time on storylines that the writers themselves didn't believe in, trying to make them work. That's what I feel in this entire season.
My favorites in this season are the Muse thing.
Yeah.
I thought that would have rocked.
There's a lot of potential for it.
And
for like
where
something that
is
was so
awesome.
bad.
I
kind
still
of.
say she's going to turn into Muse some way, somehow, because I agree with you. Muse is more of an idea, whatever.
Or a
It's
spirit.
a spirit
Right.
than it is a person, and I just think she's going to be possessed. Maybe she just comes back possessed. I would have liked to see a build more towards it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe have a patient or somebody that she has an interaction with where she actually does something about it,
You know
and
what I would
nobody
hate?
knows but her.
I would absolutely hate if like the conversation that she has with Kirsten where it's like, you don't need to be doing this, like you're on the wrong side, like it comes back to where like she's Muse but a good Muse and like she helps the fucking resistance team. Like I'd fucking hate that.
They could have used her to kill BB. And then how would
What I
Soprano
wonder is,
boy
like,
feel?
How are they gonna even like bring her back? It's like who the fuck can she interview now? There's nobody to interview.
nobody.
Something I forgot to mention is like, so they have like footage now, kind of, right, of like the camps and everything, and like testimonies from people in the camps.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, would this not be like fucking national news? Like, how would Fisk not be fongooled from this?
Apparently,
I mean, even
No
just
one
like,
cares.
why would
No one
he?
gives a fuck. Yeah.
Like, why would he have this like fucking weird ass like setup where like it's obviously like just supposed to look evil. Like it's just a fucking evil prison.
Yeah.
Where fucking people are in cages that they can't even stand up in.
I think James just won a game of Candy Crush. Do you guys
Is
see
that me?
No, I have no idea.
It wasn't me.
I think
No,
it was me.
I'm joking.
We have them now, though, and
was like, what
nobody
the
seems
fuck?
to give a shit.
It's true.
That's
We
Exactly.
have the immigration detention centers that supposedly people are getting raped and killed and whatever.
All kinds of things going
Nobody
on.
gives a shit.
Yeah.
So
People would probably be like, why is the swordsman not fucking changed his suit in like 6 months?
But like
And he's still wearing a turtleneck in summer?
when the governor of New York is like, I like how you're doing things. They're keeping it quiet and shit like that. Like I think that makes a difference.
I think it would
To,
have been
like,
more
the
interesting
storyline.
if like I think like kind of what you're saying, like if she maybe had some business going on like in the Red Hook port, so like there is a conflict of interest.
It doesn't make sense like why she fucking cares.
Yeah.
She was just like, I like how you're doing it. It's like fucking The West Wing or something.
yeah, but it goes back to, is every single person involved in this
On
series
the case.
corrupt?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Except for Daredevil and Karen.
Like they're not
you
showing.
know.
And like I guess technically
This even goes
Bullseye-
back to like what I was saying with like the BB report. Like it doesn't like she's just saying shit like, oh, it just goes to his friends or whatever. Like they're not saying how or like how does she know it.
or-
Yeah.
yeah.
She just has a
Doesn't go
fucking
into
mysterious.
detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad story.
A little bit like also the problem with this season and like the last season too is like everyone involved in this show outside of like a few good scenes and like just like exclusively selected moments, like everybody's kind of just a moron.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like even going back to the first season where Matt gets like Hector Ayala fucking killed.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
And walks away from it. Doesn't even think of it. As, like, I made this happen.
yeah.
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 I don't know.
Yeah.
That was kind of odd.
And like even like Kingpin like telling like Buck that like he has to go do this thing that's like a fucking grunt work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like everyone in this show is a moron.
Yeah. You'd expect him to like I don't know get at least one more guy or something. Like,
And then, like,
he would have had like a
so-
Buck to the Wesley. or
Yeah,
something.
but, and then like this episode, there's like fucking 900,000 task force guys around.
Mm-hmm.
Like there were so fucking many of them in this
Yeah.
episode,
yeah.
and like I've never seen that many of them.
Yeah.
Like
Where's the regular police?
yeah,
You know, it still is New York City.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
saw that last episode with
Yeah.
like what Matt was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Matt, making believe he was one of the task force, made them leave.
like more of that stuff would have been cool.
So like I wonder if that one guy knew about Matt last episode, because like last episode when he was dressed up as a cop, it was kind of implied he didn't know Matt's story. But like I feel like this one he was like
What do you mean?
the like priest guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But like this time he was just like, yeah, we'll fully support you, but I think they're here.
I thought this is where the
Maybe he
season
just
was
recognized Bullseye. Sorry to cut
gonna
you.
go, especially since the Punisher
yeah.
was involved and escaped. I figured he'd be pretty pissed that they were using his insignia and whatever. That this was just going to be a vigilante versus the
Yeah.
anti-vigilante.
And that would have made a lot more sense.
Well, at least we have that Punisher special coming out that seemingly has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's it.
Yeah.
So it's 9 p.m.
Punisher special that has to do with Frank not being the Punisher again.
Not being the Punisher.
Sick. All right. That was our review of Daredevil Season 2, Episode 5, The Grand Design.
3 episodes left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 episodes. I honestly can't believe that there's just 3 episodes. of
3
Daredevil
episodes
left.
plus fucking DLC.
Yeah, plus the
Yeah.
Punisher DLC. Jessica Jones will be in the next episode. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
And we already know she's got a kid. So
Kick some ass.
something cool's got to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after this episode.
I'm a little worried. I mean,
Give us
like,
some
yeah.
action.
I
I'm a
wonder if
little
like Karen
worried.
is gonna get fucking Jessica to like, oh, you have to fucking kill this guy. You have to kill Bullseye for me.
You gotta fucking rip Bullseye in half. I'm just a little worried that
I mean, is she a killer?
I don't know actually.
I don't even.
Yeah.
She snapped that guy's neck.
Yeah.
Killed
Yeah.
Come on, huh?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
somebody had to kill.
Kilgrave?
Kilgrave.
Yeah.
Kilgrave, yeah.
But that's the only one she killed?
I never watched the latest.
I watched all of them. I think Kilgrave's the only one, but that was the only way to get rid of Kilgrave.
That was very
Yeah.
satisfying.
Yeah. Kilgrave hurt a lot of people.
don't tell that to Zack Snyder. He's gonna fucking validate him. That's the only way he could have gotten rid of him, snapping his neck. He was in an impossible situation. These are our gods. 2 things I want to say. I'm a little worried that next episode will just go back to the same old slop style,
I hope not.
writing and cinematography wise. And I forgot the other one. So
Bye.
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 Fucking funny way to end it. I forgot the.
I forgot the other one. Whatever.